Buddy Jeff Stanley with GSI Tactical. Well, today what I'm going to do is clean out my gear bag in the back of my truck. Has a lot of different things that I need or things that I might need, and even some things that I don't need. But I try to go through it about every I don't do it every 6 months. I try to do it every year, and sometimes I'm awful on that. But it gives me a chance to go through the bag, see what's there, what's not there. One of the things I've started doing is texting myself when I take something out of that gear bag and either give it away or I no longer are using it, just to tell me to either go out and repurchase it or let me know that it's out of my bag. And a lot of times I don't realize it's out of my bag because I forget or I give it to somebody until I really need it. So you really got to stay on top of this. So let's get this gear bag out and we can start to go through it. Seems like a lot of stuff, but you'd be surprised how much of this stuff that you'll use. You don't realize how much you accumulate until you go through it. By the way, we're here in my man cave. This is usually where I hang out at nights. A lot of this you can see is probably overkill. You know, having and owning GSI, I have a lot of these products that I give out to people, so I grab extra ones, so when I do give it to somebody, I still have one for myself. Try to break this bag up. You know, I have a majority of it. It looks like I have everything out of this bag now. Well, not quite everything. Whoo, Lord. These are disposable gloves. I love these things. You never know when you're gonna need them, when you have to work on your car or whatnot. So I put this in a place that's easy access, so I don't have to rummage all through the bag. There's a couple other things that I keep in there. One is this light, so if I need it, it's dark, and I have a flat or something, I got this light. So I put these things all on the side compartment that's easy access for me. Another thing that I have somewhere. Here it is, glasses. I believe in these safety glasses. What's great about these ones is they're magnified on the bottom. So if I need to see something up close or need a magnification, I could use those. They act as almost like a bifocal. If you run into an emergency situation, somebody's bleeding, you need to work on a car, it's always good to have these safety glasses. Again, I put that on the outside of this bag that has easy access. So, another thing for easy access, and they probably don't need to be in these containers. I mean, I had a bunch of them out, but I used them. If I see somebody on the side of the road, you gotta be careful. Listen, I'm not telling people, listen, you need to pull over on the side of the road, especially on a busy road. I live in a major metropolitan area, so it can be very dangerous. But these LED flashers is something that GSI sells. You can take a look on our website, they're there. But I pass a lot of these out. I see somebody on the side of the road, hey, put this on your car, especially, somebody that isn't usually in a situation like that and they're scared and whatnot, put it right on their car. It's magnetic, it has multiple modes here, and help keep you safe. So I keep those out on the side of the compartment. What I probably really need to do is take them out of that case because that takes up a lot of space. Now, a lot of you are gonna contact me and say, Jeff, you forgot this or you forgot that. Listen, it's always a work in progress. I know there's certain things that are not missing. I mean, I know that there are things here that are missing. And eventually they'll make it back into the bag. And if you see something that you think is essential, send me a note. Love to see what you guys are doing, what's happening, what you're putting in your bags. I love these things. I'm a big game hunter, and I have disposable scalpels. And it's great when you're field dressing an animal. It's great to have a blade this sharp. You can actually shave with it. I know women use it for, I don't know, some skin stuff that they do, ablation, I think. Great thing to have in your bag. Now, I got 4 packets of 25. Overkill, but my buddies, when they see I have these, they're always grabbing them. Another important thing, a toolkit. I just recently replaced this toolkit because I would notice a lot of things were missing. It's not a very extensive kit, and listen, trust me, you can get a toolkit the size of the truck. So, this is a small toolkit, and it will work. It'll work well in emergencies. I normally put this under the seat where my bag sits, so because that does take up a lot of space. Another thing that I've used a lot are paracord, another GSI product. And I love this rope. And what I like about this one also, it's reflective. So you need to find out where that thing is, or you have it up somewhere, people aren't running into it. Another thing I have, GSI folding shovel. Now, I just realized I got 3 GSI folding shovels. You know, I do a lot of camping. I'm outdoors quite a bit. You get stuck in a location or you have a campfire. These things come in handy. And actually, we had a customer show me that he could chop down a tree with one of these axes. And these are heavy duty. These are military grade shovels. We're manufacturing for the German military. Heavy duty. But I see I got 3 here, so I'm gonna be giving 2 away. I don't need that many in here. This is a cool thing. I don't need it in there, but I thought it was pretty cool. It's a microscope I could hook up to my cell phone, and it was kind of cool. I'm an avid cigar smoker, and I was checking out plume. It's crystallization of oil on cigars. When you go into a shop and it looks like a fine dusted cigar, you see something with plume on it, you know it's been sitting around a little while, you get excited. But the other problem is sometimes it's not plume and it's mold, so I was kind of using this. I'll take this out of my gear bag. I don't think it belongs there, but it's kind of a cool thing to see. Another thing I have here, I bought you seen those little battery packs, those power chargers? Well, there was one that you could supposedly start your car up with. Well, I like the power bank, but you can't start your car with it, and I'm not going to be able to start my truck with it. So I'm getting rid of this. I don't need it. It's just extra weight. Seemed cool, but I actually wanted the power bank because it holds a lot of battery space. Another thing I got here, batteries. I buy them in bulk because I go through a ton of batteries. So those are batteries you're going to use for your headlamps. It's another thing I got. My wife thinks I got way too many headlamps. I'm always buying headlamps. I think they're cool. Some are better than others, and some you'll use in different situations. But it was funny. My wife, she goes, we were in a safari in Africa, and my wife was giving me such a hard time. I think I came back. I think I went to Africa with about 15 of these headlamps. She thought it was ridiculous till the lights went out. Oh God! funny how things change. Well, I don't know if any of you saw these handcuffs. No, I'm not a weirdo or anything like that. I own a bail bond company, and every once in a while I'll get a call to back up my investigators, and that's actually how I got into the business. I was a bounty hunter, chased fugitives all around the world, and so I always keep an extra pair of cuffs. You never know when they're going to come in handy. Hey, another thing I see missing is my fishing pole. I normally keep my fishing pole, and it might be under the seat of my truck, but has some lures. I like to keep a foldable or collapsing fishing pole, because you never know. I'm telling you, I've been known to drive by a river or a stream and pull off on the side of the road there and throw my line out. Passport holder, I'll put that out in the side compartment. I love this little collapsible shovel. When you know you don't want to take that big shovel out, this is just a little folding shovel that you can use. So another thing, this is also a GSI product, or hatchet. Great tool, phenomenal, sturdy, heavy duty. Really helps chopping up firewood. I mean, most people don't want to run around with a giant axe. So if you're making a small fire, this is that. Air pressure gauge. I can throw that out. Ooh, I could probably take it out of its case. Cigar cutter, important. I'll put that so I can have easy access to that also. Playing cards, not essential, but I love them. Nothing like sitting out playing cards with family or friends. Now this, to me, is essential. I hate camping and having stuff caught in my teeth. Dental floss. And if you're a big cigar smoker and you're coming home, you're gonna need some mouthwash. God dang. Magnesium rods, yes! Magnesium rods. You can use them to start a fire. Great little things. They were kind of cool. I put them in kids' stockings. I'll probably never need them, but it's always good to have, just in case. You know, it's kind of cool where you go someplace and people go, "Oh man, I wish I got it." What the hell are you carrying that for? This is a rescue mask. Somebody has trouble breathing. And you're performing CPR. This is so you don't have to put your mouth on theirs. I've never had to use this. I've been in situations where I had to perform CPR on an individual. I wasn't messing with the mask. We didn't have time. But it's good to have, just in case. You never know. Cool. We've been having a problem with break-ins around our neighborhood. Individuals have these amplifiers for key fobs. So they'd go up to your vehicle, put the amplifier on it. It would reach to your key fob, even though it was in your house somewhere. And they were able to open up your car doors, and they were stealing belongings inside the vehicles. Well, this is a key fob bag that actually protects you against those amplifiers. There's one knife that I use that's other than the GSI knife. Listen, when I see a product out there that I like and I think is good, I'm going to tell you guys about it. I'm going to tell you what I like about it. There's a company called Havlon. Havlon, they manufacture these knives, and typically they're folding knives, and they have scalpel blades. Great knife, especially if you're out hunting. Now, you're not going to do any of your heavy duty work, but skinning or filleting or anything like that, that Havlon knife, great knife, have one. Little tripod for my little pocket camera. I love these cloths. When it's hot, I wet this cloth, put it on me, cools me down. It's phenomenal. I noticed I got a couple of them up here. Great cloths. Okay, I got 3 of them. And I got, when it's cold out, Pocket Osmo. Love this thing. It fits in this little bag and it's got everything I need. So if I need to go out there and capture some footage, it also takes stills. It's great, I love it. Another thing, hatchet. Another one of our products, GSI product. Flask, I'm not a big drinker, but my buddies are, and it's always good to have an extra flask around. You know, and that's pretty much it. I'm gonna take some of these Ziploc bags, put some of these Ziploc bags in there, not put the whole thing, the whole box in there. It takes up too much room. That's pretty much it. Oh, now I got two bags here. One that I put my medical kit in, and then the other that I put a lot of bug out gear in. It's completely empty right now. I mean, there's a few things in there, but this is something we're gonna go over a little later. What you need in your bug out bag. I ran into a buddy that was leaving the area, and I wanted to hook him up, and so I gave him everything inside my, he already had one of our bags, but I wanted to give him the gear that was inside of it. So we'll go through that at a later date. Hey, reach out to me, let me know what your thoughts are, what I missed, what you'd like to see in there, what would you not like to see in there. So reach out. Send it to me. Listen, I wish you all well. Oh, before we cut out, I'm gonna run to the warehouse and pick up that first aid kit. That's really important. That's just one thing that we want to make sure is inside our bag. So I'll get right back to you. Found one of our first aid bags, one of our GSI first aid bags. Cool bag, and I'll tell you, it's got more stuff than you'll ever need to. And we're going to have a tutorial on a lot of this stuff. We have an interesting individual that's a fire captain that's going to be going through the products in this bag, but great bag. And I'll tell you, this is one of those things. I keep one in my house. I keep one in every one of my vehicles, and hey, I hope you never have to use it, but I'll tell you, if you do and there's a serious situation, it can help you. I mean, there's tourniquets in there, there's ice packs, there's dressing. I mean, there's all kinds of trauma equipment in here, stuff that you might not even know how to use, but you might run into somebody who will know how to use it and you can help them. So anyways, you guys be good to yourself, take care. God bless America and yourself. Thank you so much.